Okay, looks like all is clear, good to go. Stream looks fake. Yes, it's very fake. Yes. The fakest stream ever. Okay. Alright, that's good. Total hacks? Yes, 100%. 100% total hacks. It's only hacks. There's nothing legitimate about my stream at all. Nothing. I'm not even playing Nioh. This is all the biggest lie. Hey, what's up, Golden Seeds? Good to see you. Okay, looks like YouTube chat's connected. Hi, Poofer. It's me, New Pepe. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Now we have the New Pepe emotes. Alright, let me test this again. Alright, great. So chat's working. Okay, good. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So hold on, I'm gonna wait for one of my mods to come in. He posted something on my Discord, so definitely hit that up. Golden, thank you for the test. I appreciate it. It's me testing my multi-chat stuff, and it works. Yeah, it's all good. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Okay, mods didn't went rogue. I'm surprised. The mods are going rogue all the time. Hope your neighbor also didn't wake you up at 7 a.m. No, my neighbors didn't, but my cats did. Same thing, right? Did the cats do drilling? Their version of it, using their claws to like... Oh wow, my camera's a little low. To like use their claws to drill into my blanket. So yes, it's exactly the same thing. No difference whatsoever from what you're talking about. None. None whatsoever. It's a little dark. Your cat got you up at 5. See my empathy. Hey Poofer, YouTube had some issues today. What were the issues? Claws, did they do Beyond Infinity on you? Yes. These are cats. Of course they do Beyond Infinity. Autumn, what were the issues? I don't know. I've been living under a rock. Yeah, in gold, it's been a while. Okay. Alright, I read the Discord thing. I am all good to go. Right, Plain Jack. Streams weren't working. People were complaining on Reddit and Down Detector as such. Ah, oh, damn, dude. Hey, what's up, troll? The Nioh goat. Thank you. There you go, in gold just for you. Cats is my favorite movie. Actually, recently I've been watching John Wick. John Wick came to Hulu, so last 2 days I watched John Wick and then John Wick 2. I like have a greater appreciation for the movies because they're fucking fire. That's the best way to put it. Ah. Hey Neil, welcome to the stream. All right, so Wizard, yeah. For the thing that you messaged me on Discord, um, you didn't do anything wrong. Just to be clear, whatever you sent to me was like I appreciate it. Um, that's the stuff I deal with normally. I'm used to that. You can feel free to talk about it more on stream. I'm cool with that. Is Psycho Magoichi the John Wick of the Nioh verse? No. He flies around. Dude, Jack Garland is the John Wick of the Nioh verse. Are you kidding me? It's just Jack Garland in everything. Only Jack. Alright, yesterday I said I would play dual swords and I would also do fists, so I'll be doing that. Bullshit, yeah. Jack can run a gun build? Yes, he can. Ooh. Damn the tracking on that. It's new and interesting for me, but for you it's boring. It's not boring, let me make that very clear. It's not boring for me at all. Like John Delaney's show, that's what he was, John Delaney or something. Double check. Right. I've looked at the shows you're talking about, the John Delaney show, the Ramsey show. I've looked at them and stuff like that, and you know they take callers and whatnot, and like they give some helpful advice in certain way, shapes, or form. But right, and the one thing that you did talk about, which is a lot of what I deal with in my line of work, is how there's issues underneath that people need to address. Now, where I come into play, when I come into play is I help people cognitively and emotionally and behavior-wise, help them develop high self-esteem. So that they can basically live much healthier, happier lives regardless. So it can get a little complex, but I can talk more about that. Waiting room, when's it coming out for Nioh 3? I don't know when it's coming out, but this is a waiting room. This is basically it. Okay. Jack also sits faster than I can walk. Yes, that's true. Can I help you with my mental state? I can. What do you need help with? Depending how long you want help. Like, I do charge for it. So, I charge a pretty penny. It's earthly flow. Nope, let's punch the proud. You're being forced into majoring IT in university? Okay. What do I do for... Okay. Talk about it, like, I can be very serious about it if you want. Your dreams to be a fighter? Okay, what's forcing you to work in IT? What do I do for work, if I may ask? I am a relationship marriage coach. Really, I just prioritize healthy self-esteem in relationships. But I've helped people with quite a bit. You have problems with your wife? Okay. Because my dick is too big. Is this serious, dude? Well, let me tell you the first thing you need to do. Learn how to talk to your wife about these issues. Like, if you seriously want my help, I'll give it. But if you, like, don't want it, then if you just want to joke about it, like, this is a big fucking waste of time. Luki, do you want to contribute into any meaningful way to my channel or no? I'm just gonna ask you one time. Because I don't. Because if not, then, like, don't be here. The Nioh goat is back. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, if you want to be in this channel, contribute in a more meaningful way. That's all I ask. Say that one time. Alright, you're not contributing meaningfully, bro. I'm not gonna deal with this. Okay. Okay. Oh. Hey, Amartia, how's it going? It's good to see you. Got any Indian marriage couples to work with? I don't actually work with couples that often. I usually just work with one person at a time. But yeah, I have Indian clients. Oh, Amartia, that was just somebody who just didn't want to contribute meaningfully to the channel. And so I was just like, okay, if we're just gonna make a joke out of everything, not even like in a fun way for people, then fuck that. I don't want to deal with it. But yeah. No, I actually do have Indian clients. I have quite a few. I have some. I don't want to make it seem like I have like hundreds or thousands. But no, I got Indian clients. For sure. I'm honestly at the point where it's just like, well, if someone isn't going to provide value to my channel, then leave. And it's not like I have that high of a bar. Anyway. Like, be a normal person. That's it. Alright, so, what'd you get? I'm going to play with Suzaku today. Do I take insurance? Unfortunately, no. I am not... No insurance company would even take me because I'm a coach. I'm not like a counselor. I'm not like a licensed therapist or anything like that. So, no. I am pursuing, career-wise, I am pursuing a license so that I can take insurance. So that the whole financial thing is just like not a concern for people. But that is unfortunately a very long-term thing. Amartya, you're fine. You're fine. Got any advice on how to stay a bachelor for the rest of my life? For the rest of your life? You just... don't... Pain, it's super easy. This is super easy for you, Pain. How to stay a bachelor for the rest of your life. Right. Just don't do a master's degree. Or if you're talking about, like, marriage stuff, easy. Just be yourself. Pain, this isn't an issue for you. You don't have to change anything. You just be yourself. You're guaranteed to be a bachelor for the rest of your life. I'd ask because my family does something in a similar field. Yeah, so the thing with coaching at large is so the coaching industry is unregulated, right? Anyone can become a coach. Literally anyone can become a coach. There's no regulations behind it at all. It's not licensed. It's nothing like, you don't have any security blankets as you would say if you like visited a counselor or like a couples therapist or things like that. You don't have like you don't have those safety protocols. If someone is say like when you want to say become a medical doctor, there's a whole bunch of shit you got to do when it comes to med school, when it comes to residency, and all of that. Like before you can be a doctor and like practice. So, you know, that coaching doesn't have that. Anyone can be a coach. Literally anyone. You guys could be a coach too. So the only thing that I have going for me in terms of differentiating myself from other people is just like, well, like I got personal experience with this and I've already coached other people. So I've already done this. And so like, and I've had good results with people. So like, there's that. But because it's unregulated and it's in the coaching industry, insurance is not going to take that. So when it comes to insurance working with my work, that's just not possible. I mean, imagine an insurance company being like, oh, we will totally back this doctor who has no license to actually be a doctor. They'd be like, yo, this is like so fucking full of risk. No way. Like malpractice insurance, like all that, like it would just be like, no, this is not even remotely safe for us at all. So it's in the same vein for my industry at this time. Anyone can give advice, but there's a lot of time that needs to be spent to getting like an official license. It's like the difference between amateur psychologists and like, or you know, people who just want to say, hey, I know something about psychology versus I have a PhD. Big fucking difference. So I of course have personal and professional experience. But I really want that license for that, like, sense of authority, like, and that legitimacy. Right. So, like, I have people who've. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Wizard. No more couch llama, correct? The previous stream was 20 years ago. Yes, it was empty-handed. So yeah. I am, you know, in the process of basically getting my degree, getting a license, and it's going to take many years, but it'll be worth it. Consultancy is a safer bet. I don't know, legitimately asking. I can't comment on that because I just don't have that much knowledge about it. I guess I can call myself a consultant, I suppose, or a coach. I mean, consultant coach, like I'm not that attached to the title. Like I just have a couple of people, like several people who've actually just been like, hey, based on your time that I've known you personally or professionally from your previous line of work, like I want to work with you. I will reach out to you and I will work with you. I'm like, okay, sure. So my resume to these clients that reach out to me is my personal experience. I'm like, the shit that I tell people is the stuff I actually practice. So all the stuff with the relationships, all of it, 100%. I'm like, I'm only speaking this because I do it. I practice what I preach. But not only that, I'm able to help the clients, at least that work with me, I'm able to help them overcome a lot of the internal challenges they might be having. So it can get really complicated with mental health and things of that nature. When it comes to self-esteem, there's like, and considering that the clients, when they're coming to me, they're going through like really, really, really rough periods of their life. And so that's when like the human brain is, I mean, stuck in a stress state basically. And so it gets really complex really fast. So I'm there to help them basically find a better way forward for themselves. And that pretty much always leads to amazing stuff. So I don't do therapy, but some people have been like, hey, you're kind of like a therapist. I'm like, well, I don't have a license, so don't call me that. I guess like I'm like an advisor, I guess, an instructor. I don't even like the term coach. I'm like, coach. I'm like, I think of football coaches. I know for a fact that you coach all of us to kill Gaki, so that counts for something. I'll vouch for your work. Yeah. Your self-esteem secretly sucks. That's normal. Dude, I've had crippling low self-esteem before. But yeah. So I'm gonna use Suzaku, and then what's my secondary today? Hey, Zuna Drop, it's good to see you too. Sure, I'll use Kasha. What do I want? I think I used Firefox yesterday, right? Yeah, I think I did. I'll use a Fire Onibi. Perfect. Do I want to use Ippon? No. Ippon and me do not get along right now. You can put on your resume, I've helped hundreds of thousands of people understand and perfect their craft. I could, I suppose. Yes, I am using the dual swords today. I'm using dual swords and fists today. Ippon is like the Giles theme, it works with everything. Dude, when Ippon misses though, it feels so bad. It feels so bad. For me, no matter what soul core it is, if I miss with Ippon, I feel like shit. Getting time to game must be nice. I've come to realize as older, shit's harder to come by. Yeah, I actually have plenty of time to game. It's really nice. There's a lot of things I'm very grateful for these days. Okay. Want Underworld Soldier, is that right? You feel like shit for any other dumb mistake anyway? Yeah, there's probably loads of reasons for that. So, Nemesis, here's one thing I would say for yourself. Ask yourself why you feel like shit for making dumb mistakes. Where does it come from? So ask where it comes from and whether it's that. Let me ask you this question, Nemesis. Do you want to feel like shit for making dumb mistakes? Do you think others should feel like shit for making dumb mistakes? The way that you're feeling, is that something you think other people should feel? And you don't have to answer this. It's just stuff for you to think about. No. Yeah, I figured. My guess is that in your life, you have been made to feel like shit for making a dumb mistake. So anytime you are confronted with, oh shit, like, I made a mistake, it's just like automatic habit to be like, oh, I should hate myself. I shouldn't have made this mistake. I'm stupid. And like, I'm such an idiot. And how can I make such a mistake? I'm a complete fucking failure. And no matter how good I do that stuff, it's never good enough. Like, I imagine it's stuff like that. So, something similar like that. But what I would encourage you to do, Nemesis, is to think about where it comes from. Right. See, people can relate to that. Yeah. yeah. Isn't a job? You can relate to that too. So, it's a very common thing. So, the source of where that comes from is going to depend on the person. But what I would encourage you to do, right, it's ingrained thinking. And, right, it's a very, like, stressful way to deal with mistakes. So, this is something that I would say if a client brought this up to me, I would really, like, try to understand with them. Or help them understand where it comes from for them. For them to decide if this is a way they want to go forward or move forward in their life. So it can get very personal very fast. All right, it's getting a little dark. I'll be right back, and then I'll answer more questions. So let me answer a question from Impy real quick. It doesn't look dark at all on webcam. For me, it does. So I changed it. But thank you. So NP is asking, hi Poof, aside from you, how do you know, or do you know some Kusarigama players that are nice to watch? I can't, there's Kusarigama Enjoyer. He's a mod on my channel. He'll play Kusarigama. So, other than that, I don't know of like Kusarigama specific players. I know people who are generally good with anything with Nioh. So like, you can check out Zelot, for example. He's on Twitch and YouTube now. Witty Clever Name, yeah. But in terms of like active players who are streaming, I think your best bets, I can think of two people, Shape and Zelot. Okay, so curious question. Is your work specific to relationships, or you do work in aspects such as career coaching and stuff? I don't do too much career coaching. I'm not expedient with that or proficient with that. I will work mostly on relationships, like family, childhood type stuff. Yeah, just stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Evil X? Yeah, career coaching isn't really a thing. It's more for me. I don't really dabble with that. It's more just like I had one of my clients, he was getting some type of career advice from me. But what I generally notice with the clients that come to me, it's less about anything specific to like purely careers and more to do with something like psychological or emotional. And that's something I can help with when it comes to like anxiety, or as Nemesis was talking about, like, oh gosh, I feel bad for making mistakes, right? Or, oh shit, like, I'm so worried I'm gonna be a failure and I just need to like bust my ass up and move hard and be perfect all the fucking time. And like, if I don't, then if I'm not busting my ass off and I'm not like getting perfect perfection and everything, then like I'm a failure basically. And I don't want to be a failure because insert what happens in my life. So like it can get complex in that way. So like that emotional aspect of things I will deal with. Childhood trauma, yeah, that's very common overlap. Most of the people that I've worked with who are having relationships issues are like, it's usually because they've had traumatic childhoods in some way, shape, or form. Because where else, in my view, where else are they going to learn? Like, that's going to be like their model of relationships is what they grew up with. At least it was mine. So I imagine it's similar for people. Oh, you know who I haven't used in a while? I haven't used Dweller. Yes, of course he did, Pain. Of course he did. That doesn't surprise me. No wonder you'll be a bachelor for the rest of your life, Pain. It's because of that. Okay, I think I'll swap Mizuchi. I need 21? The difference between me and Pain is I can stance switch between joking and serious, and he can't usually because he's high all the time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh yeah, speaking of which, in my line of work, I also help people overcome addictions. That's also very common. How do I overcome the oxygen addiction? Simple. Just stop taking oxygen. Can I help you overcome the Nioh addiction? Still, I'm still working on that one, guys, as you can tell. I have to practice what I preach, after all. I'm not practicing what I preach. What do I want? I wonder why drugs are popular. Is it too much boredom? In my experience, it's a complex number of factors. Usually the drug is a substitute for something else. So, for example, yeah, boredom can be a part of it, but like people getting addicted to drugs, there's a difference between recreationally using drugs casually from time to time, like, oh yeah, I'm having fun. There's another matter when it becomes a coping mechanism, and so I help people deal with that aspect. Dude, I'm gonna get so much anima back. This is gonna be silly. Oh my god, I'm... Okay, I think do I have everything I need? Whatever, let's just play. Right, I mean, drugs can be cool in their own way, but like, addictions are very different. The difference between recreational use and like addictive use is like, with an addiction, you know it's a problem, but you can't help yourself but stop it. And you don't actually feel like this sense of real relief or real satisfaction. Very temporary, but you have no alternative. An oversimplified analogy would be like, instead of say like, oh, let's say for food. Let's say instead of having proper healthy meals, you just have dessert all the time, 24/7. You're gonna be nutritionally fucking deficient. And it's gonna suck. But if that's your only option in your mind, and that's the only thing that can like give you sustenance, because all the healthy food or whatever or normal food is just feels so weird to your system, yeah, you're gonna eat dessert and it'll ruin your life. You'll feel bad about it, but you can't change it, and then that can fuel a lot of other things. It's very complex. Aw, dead. I just find it shameful to see people ruining their lives or even dying. Yeah, that's the power of addictions. It's that powerful. That too, but it helps coping with severe trauma that usually starts in childhood early. Not everyone. Some people are more susceptible to drug use, but it's currently being researched at the susceptibility childhood to childhood in general. Yeah, ACX. Yeah, you've explained a good amount of stuff that I deal with as well in my line of work. But yeah, drugs are effectively some sense of they're a substitute when they're a substitute for something more real, and because they don't work, they're gonna be problematic. I'll talk about it after I clear a little bit here. I'm happy to talk about this stuff. Ooh. This is boring. Please just die. Caffeine is one hell of a drug. Caffeine is kind of my only vice, kinda. I have days where I have none on purpose, kind of like today. Yeah. My workplace, we have strict rules over alcohol and weed because it's a warehouse and heaps of forklifts around. I have seen people getting let go, and one of them was expecting his firstborn. Yeah. Drugs are so tempting for people, it can ruin their lives. But right, as ACX said very wisely, if you imagine you're dealing with trauma, imagine you're dealing with an abusive family, right? Your parents suck. And your parents will continue to suck, and they compete, and you're never gonna get the love they need. Guess what happens? You go to something that gives you love. And what if the thing that makes you feel the most love is a drug? Now that is sad as shit, I think, as we would understandably say. You'd be like, whoa, that's like tragic. So right, like, that's kind of the big thing when it comes to, oh wait, there's nothing here. Yeah, no hitting the bell. Anyway, that's some of this type of stuff I deal with in my work. It can get pretty complicated. Does sword have a yokai parry? Haze and water shadow can work against skeletons, but Not in this game. Beyond that. Stop. You're trying to use tonfas, but feel like they have a low combo variance and want to switch off them. Any recommendations? If you want a high combo variation, sword and fist do beautifully. Yeah, Kame Itachi can be hazed, but that's not really that meaningful. You can try hatchets. Hatchets are kind of strange too. No GUI. I don't know what you're talking about. Ah, decision making. You love the lightning step in the alpha demo? Yeah! The alpha demo had so much cool stuff. I've been watching my Master Ninja runs in Ninja Gaiden Black for the past couple days. Have I ever done vanilla Ninja Gaiden 2 on Master Ninja? No, I have not. I don't know what I'm talking about since I wasn't even there. What happened? There is no Gamo Ujisato incident. That's just made up. It's lies. It's lies. You're kind of over Team Ninja games? There. You don't like the level design? You don't like it. I heard with Ninja... I've been told with Ninja Gaiden 2 that, whatchamacallit, it was just like bullet hell, basically. There's like 500 million things. Like incendiary shurikens everywhere and stuff like that. Thanks. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know it has been a while. Can you somehow final blow the wheel monk? Not in this game. I could in Nioh 3 though. So Infamous Distant, what make it what would make level design better? What'd you think of Nioh 3 stuff? I hope they add a bunch of mid-air skills in Nioh 3, so much cool combo potential. Yeah. Yeah, it really is pretty awesome. I love what they added so far. Does the backflip on Flying Fist have eye sprains? I don't actually remember, to be honest. I don't think so. Bro, I almost died. Oh, it's too close. I think Nioh 3 is gonna be sick because of the combo potential, but I'm gonna miss the Soul Core Nioh 2 system. It will certainly be an adjustment. It will certainly be an adjustment. You haven't really watched much of Nioh 3? Oh man, check it out. They have a whole like open world thing, you know? The 1-2 timing for Opportunist? Sure, I guess you can take a look. Let me take a little breather. When it comes to Nioh 3, I'm actually pretty excited. Like, all things considered. So, like, I will miss the soul core system in some way, but it's getting replaced with Guardian Spirit skills. So I'm good, basically. No way, you're excited for Nioh 3? What a surprise, right? Right? Who would have thought? Nioh streamers excited for a sequel. Oh shit. Ooh, that was lucky. Well, fine though. But yeah, Guardian Spirit skills are gonna be nuts. Like, that's my hope anyway. It's crazy that you can chain weapon arts without losing heat. Yeah, the first time anyway. Arts proficiency's got me so excited. And so does ninja style as well. Like, I remember there was a point where I would be like, hey, ninja style's better. No, wait, samurai style's better. But wait, there's this really cool thing from samurai style. But wait, there's this really cool thing from ninja style. And I like kept going back and forth, and I'm kind of like, I think both of these are awesome. Am I gonna check out Lost Soul Aside? I watched a trailer for it. It looked kind of neat. Oh. I might play Lost Soul Aside. I'm still undecided. Oh my god. So since Ninja Style will be getting a lot of improvements compared to Samurai, Ninja will be better? Too early to tell. I don't have enough data to make that conclusion. Hey, Toxic! How many hours do I have in Nioh 2? I think I have 3k at this point. Do I prefer Wolong or Rise of the Ronin? I think in between the two I prefer Ronin. It's too early for me to tell when it comes to Samurai versus Ninja Style being better. I think they'll both be good. Why is my key recovery speed so high? Great question. It's because I'm using Ame no Uzume's Grace. Faster key recovery on a dodge attack, which I do a lot. I do a lot of dodge attacks, and the key recovery buff is 80%. So it's nearly double my key recovery speed, which is a lot. Now, players actually can get that naturally on the Shiftling tree by getting this. Special Finesse Invigorate. It will give you 80% key recovery speed. So you can get that naturally. If you want an even better option, one of the most popular things to use is Barrier Talisman, which I think is like 180 or 200% key recovery. So you can have that be intensely high. And there's many other sources of getting that enhanced key recovery speed. Okay, one thing I'm worried about, the Nioh 3 demos won't let us experience the endgame. Do you think they know what people want and can make it good enough by themselves without feedback? Overall, yes, I do. Because they've done a pretty good job of that with Nioh 2, and it was the same thing. The thing is, people who focus on the end game are a specific type of person who, at that point, are already pretty invested at large into the game. Like I am. Like if I'm doing depths now, like I'm happy with it, all things considered. But yeah, they'll take feedback on that as well. So it's not like. So here, let me zoom out a little bit because I think I made this confusing. From my experience with Nioh 2, Team Ninja will still take feedback. Regardless. When I was working within the Nioh community Discord, we drafted a document about things we wanted to see. Some of those things were actually realized, which we were very happy about. So, we will be giving them feedback, but I'm sure Team Ninja already has some vision, some idea of what they want for the endgame, how to make that an upgrade over Nioh 2. And they'd of course want our assistance, but like they're gonna need to figure out like, and I'm sure they're gonna try to figure out like what can be a even better endgame compared to Nioh 2. I think most people would agree that Nioh 2's endgame is more enjoyable than Nioh 1's. So, you know, we didn't give any suggestions about the depths, or at least that I know about. Or a lot of the graces that they modified, they came up with it. So I couldn't conceive of those improvements at the time. Because one, I wasn't in charge, but second, like, I'm just a video game player, dude. It's not my job, so I'm not going to focus on that. So, okay, let me catch up with some questions in order. Does Dweller have a lot of break? Yes. Yes, it does. Hi, when you say Nioh 3 waiting room, are you waiting for the actual game to be released, or is there a new demo you are waiting to play? Both. I'm just waiting for Nioh 3 in general. Anything to do with it. So right, as Rayan is saying, I think the devs will most likely just have to patch the game once it finally comes out to get proper feedback. Right, and we can still give them our feedback nonetheless. That can still be done. I think with Team Ninja, when it comes to Nioh 3, I actually feel the most comfortable about Nioh 3 compared to Nioh 2. Because they've already dealt with a lot of ups and downs within Nioh 1 and Nioh 2. They have probably a good idea of what their fan base is expecting, the types of things they like. So I think they're like kind of used to it. I think they have the better idea of what to expect. Right, because some speculation over the planned fixes based off the feedback report was that, hey, it seems like they plan to do this right away, or maybe they did. Yeah, Seems like I think one could make that argument over like, hey, the whole like 2 weapons per style thing. They like there was like no resistance to it. Like they just went with it immediately. And we're like, okay, it's like they probably have some expectation. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, what would be my ideas to improve upon too for the end game? Truth be told, I don't know what would be a new, like the new product, so to speak, for Nioh 3. I know what I didn't like for Nioh 2's depths and Underworld was that even with the 108 floors for the Underworld, a lot of it kind of became repetitive. Like fighting the same bosses or having to work with like Dream of the Samurai burst attacks again was just really jarring. So I would want it to be like I know I can't say exactly specifically what I would want, but I know the general feeling I want to have is that what I do in the Underworld, what I do in the end game still feels purposeful. It's not just a grind. I'm okay with putting effort and time and grinding to a certain extent, but like fighting like shorter quality over quantity, yes. Higher quality experience when it comes to like I don't need to have too many floors. If you want to put in a lot of floors, that's fine, but like make them unique. Like in Nioh 1, when we had 1,000 floors, or in Stranger of Paradise, you have like 10,000 floors. Like, don't get me wrong, or 100,000 floors, or whatever it is. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot. There's a lot of endgame content. But it's like, yeah, but like there's no functional difference for Stranger of Paradise and like floor 200, floor 300, floor 400, 500, 600. It's like, it's just rank 9 trials, dragon trials with like random bosses. I'm like, okay, I guess. That there's no like cool sense of payoff. But yeah, and like the build, the depths is definitely cool for like build stuff. But like 2-3 bosses that could one shot me, I was just like, come on, bro. Like, okay, this is just build check. This is a gear check. And like for a player like myself, in which gear is very secondary, is not that entertaining. I'm just like, okay, the only difference between me and beating this is just I have better gear. Not like I learned something. Not like I conquered something. Not like I grew. So that's kind of like the thing. Now, how to actually deliver upon this, truth be told, is above. I don't know. One thing I did like was that at least in Ninja Gaiden games, there were specific trials that they're like all unique. And balancing issues aside, they're all unique. It's like, okay, here's like a specific challenge. It's like predefined, but and it's like you fight a specific set of enemies and you conquer it and stuff like that. Like I might have issues with that, but like that felt much more thought out compared to, hey, just sure we've got 108 bosses in the underworld, but then depths 1 through 30 is just like praise RNGesus, basically. Okay, ACX, I gotta admit something. Those got turned into scrolls. Yes, they did. And I actually do like the scrolls. I really do like the scrolls. Scrolls are great. Scrolls of the Dams are fucking great. I have like zero issue with the scrolls. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's like a predefined thing, right? And you can trade it. It's like I don't know if there's any person who I don't know anyone at this time who dislikes the scrolls. Correct me if I'm wrong though. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the scrolls. Scrolls of the Damned, Scroll of the Wise. You can trade them with players. You can get like modified loot with them. You can upgrade your character. I'm like, yeah, this is cool shit. Yes, I like it. If anything, I wish there were more scrolls. Scroll rerolling, sure, that can be frustrating. But yeah, like Troy, like you're saying, a true secret boss for the end game would be cool. Be like, oh my gosh, hidden boss, whoa. Something like that, right? feeling like the sense of accomplishment rather than like Depths 30, you fight 3 bosses and it's just like, okay, cool, I beat it. Alright, I guess. Alright, let me catch up to ACX's statement. I gotta admit something. Back then I pre-ordered Rise of the Ronin, but dropped it after clearing the first 5 areas and was reminded heavily of Ubisoft slop and was generally disappointed. Would you recommend it? Has it become more complex nowadays? ACX, here's what I'll do. I will just give you one video and then you decide whether or not you are interested in the game. If it doesn't interest you, skip it altogether. So that video that I've linked in Twitch chat, and I'll actually do it for YouTube as well. So that video that I linked in chat is last to load's video for 1,000 hours of gameplay. If you like it, go with it. If that's something you enjoy, go with it. If not, fuck it, leave it. That's the best way I can put it. Okay. Let's see. Depths 1 through 6 being random is probably the best thing you could have come up with. I enjoyed that. The scaling was my biggest issue. I mean, that's why I'm playing Depths 1 through 5 like every day. It's because there's like... It's like fun casual play for me. You were like the first streamer who I've watched who actually stops to chat to his viewers. Some of these guys are ass man. You're a cool man. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I like to talk to human beings. Wild concept, I know. I just want to be a different type of streamer who actually cares. Okay. Let's see. I would like to see them do something with the open world areas endgame. I kind of want to be able to run around the map all the time if I want. Yeah. See, that's the thing, Wizard. I have no fucking clue what they're gonna do when it comes to the endgame now. We don't just have levels like this. Don't get me wrong, I like them. But we have open world areas. Are we gonna have open world Twilight versions of them? Are they gonna have like they could do a lot with that. They could do a lot. Like, I'm thinking of so many things, not that I expect them to do it. But like, they could have like, I don't know, like, they have Blood Edge Demon as like a sort of community interaction where everyone gets like destroyed by him, right? So what other things could they have in that same vein? Like a world boss or who knows? I don't know, but I'm excited. Give us a triple Jin Hayabusa, fight 3 of them? No. One thing you want for Nioh 3 is more variety and offensive Onmyo magic. A lot of the fire, water, and lightning Onmyo magic look the same. Yeah, I do hope for upgrades too. Hey, Neon Echo Engines, good to see ya. When I see the diversity in a 2D game like Hollow Knight developed by 3 people, and then Team Ninja like struggles to make a unique boss reach the 30 floors, it's weird. Yeah, I know. I agree. Hey, Robamo, it's good to see you. Rise of the Ronin is fun, but I really hated that you fight 2 bosses every time since Act 2. I know. I like the dojo missions and some of the midnight areas. The midnight areas felt pretty fun. But like, yeah, I understand. The double bosses gets a little frustrating. So, Autumn, I think what Geek is talking about is not that, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it's a matter of, like, and again, I definitely step in. I think it's more about the systematic planning behind the Depths floors. Because right now, it's not like, oh, Depths boss floor 1, you're going to fight this, or Depths floor 2, you're going to fight this. Or it doesn't have that, like, sense of planning as did the first 108 floors of the Underworld. So, Underworld was like predefined, whereas Depths is just like, alright, random, good luck. So I think he's just referring to the sense of like everything being purposeful. Have we any meaningful Gaki discussions today? Momiji, there is never any meaningful Gaki discussion ever, period. There's nothing meaningful about Gaki. You want a Nioh mod where they give us Ninja Gaiden amount of enemies? Okay. You should see some of Kagera Shimaru's. You should see Kagera Shimaru's Nioh 3 gameplay. He did that. I understand it was made to use the NPC friends, but they were so dumb that it's better not to use them. I know. Team Ninja and NPC allies. NPC allies are like overall not that great. Office Otter, I can't really comment on the Night Rain. I haven't played Elden Ring. You never care for the underworld yourself. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like, actual main game, like, dude, the bosses are totally unique. Who could even argue? Was Sasuke Kojiro in Nioh 1? Yes, he was. Okay, so ACX, you watched 3 minutes. Looks amazing. I just didn't like how it felt. The complexity was toned down by a lot. Felt like it forces you into certain stances. So it felt like I'm playing a downgrade of Wolong. Yeah. Yeah. Now, once you see Last Salode's gameplay for that, it's pretty cool. Alright, see you later, Aeon. Question, if you could choose one random drip from any game character besides Ryu, who would you choose? Otakemaru, man. Let's go. The Dreaming Demon stuff is pretty badass. Oh, this shithead. Seriously? I hate this guy. Do I think Nioh 3 should have a boss rush like the Sekiro has one? I don't remember Sekiro's boss rush, but sure. If I played God Hand, no. Why did I react so late? I don't know, dude. No! Why did I react so late? Because I just disinterested in this. Pain, I'm ignoring you because you're pain. Hi Poofer, can you get a secret skill or armor scroll drop from a boss in the Scrolls mission? Yes, you absolutely can. Am I Jack Hayabusa? Yes, Kusarigama Enjoyer. I am Jack. Damn it. Was enough. Another question, what Team Ninja main character would I rather be? I don't know, to be honest. William? Hey, what's up, Ryzen? Ooh, Nightmare Bringer, alright. Damn it, I ran out of key. Why William? William's badass, I guess. Oh my god, I got destroyed. Oh shit! Oh. Oh my god! Ugh, yikes. That was painful. Did you just mind's eyes, grind AoE, and then get hit anyway? Yes. That took me quite a while. My item box is full? Is it? I've noticed that you're rarely using Keyflux too. What's the reason for that? Does it just take too much time to pull off, or is it just not worth doing? It's worth doing, I just don't do it all the time. Sometimes I don't need to because there's other ways I can get my key back. So then I'm alright. But like, I don't use it all the time because I just have no need. I'll use it frequently, but it's not like I use it every single moment. Ooh, me like this level. Yeah, it's just different things sometimes I need to dodge. And that flux too in that moment is a split-second decision I can't make. Am I using grace sets? Partially. I specifically try to get 4-piece Amino Uzume, so every time I do a dodge attack I can move faster and get more ki recovery speed. I use 3 pieces of Izanami to reduce penalties to ki recovery. I have some ki consumption reduction, extra measures of ki, stuff like that. Which weapon has the most attacks in a single string of heavy attacks? Sword has 3. Dual swords has 2. Spear has 2. I think axe has 2. Dachi has 2. I think fist has 2, right? Fist has 2. Switchblade I think has 3. I'm not sure. Alpha has 4. Oh, does it? What do I think of Ninja Gaiden 4? Really want to play it? I have some concerns about it, but overall I just want to play it. Of course. Ugh, yikes. Just wanted to know which weapon to spam cutting edge with. Cutting edge? What's cutting? Wait, cutting edge? It's not ringing a bell for me. What's cutting edge? Is this hard to learn how to play with? In some respects, yes. Like, it's easy to spam with them, but to play them like you can play with, like, playing with any weapon isn't too bad. Mastering it, oh, that's a different story. The spell that shoots out shockwaves while using heavy attacks? Oh! Yeah, probably Tonfa. Hey, what's up, Duke? It's been a while. Fists are so goddamn OP that the forward momentum in it has its attack properties. Players usually don't realize this, but man, the forward momentum on Fist tracks even better. Dude, I don't think Fist is OP. I don't. I think Fists are fine. Like, I've used all the weapons at this point. I'm just like, sure, there might be... Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, well, I think it's just a matter of what I'm comfortable with. There are many times where I'm like, yo, I don't actually want to use fists. I don't use Switchblade too often. I probably should. I do play Switchblade, just not that often. Yeah, I've been pretty much just sticking to 2 weapons at a time for stream. Oh, you got me good. You got me good. Ran out of key. I was screwed. It was the bad combination. Yeah. William heard us talking shit, so we're gonna get hit. Could have been way better. Oh, did I not get rid of the scrolls? Nightmare Bringer, Itsumade, Harinobo. Nope, that's gone. Why do I have this again? Oh, no, okay. It's just an upgraded one. Nightmare Bringer, Itsumade, Harinobo. I think I have that. Should I drop that one? Hey, what's up, Naomi Full? Good to see ya. Yeah, I'm excited to play 3 as well. Super hyped for it. Kind of funny doing expeditions and seeing everyone I join with spam R for chaos. Yeah, that's how it goes. Is that your character that you wanted to be? Yes, correct. Ultimate Dex and Spear Mystic Diet is literally the worst roll you could get on a scroll. Yeah, probably. Oh shit, we got challenging boss. This is gonna be tense. This boss deserves respect. Hey, Kamui. Oh man, he got me in midair. Bro, what a champ. Yeah, he almost juggled me, dude. Damn, got that opportunist. Jeez, one tense. Shuten Doji is probably one of my favorite bosses in the game. He is intense. Nioh 3 must be on the way if I'm streaming. Not like right now, it's just... It's in a general I'm waiting. But it would be nice to play. Have I ever done a pure mage build and still make it down to the crucible? I haven't done the Grace to Tsukuyomi builds at all, but I know plenty of players who can just run all the magic. If you're talking about just like purely only using Onmyo magic, I'm guessing no, but I don't know. Poofer, do I think the Nioh community is toxic? I have no idea what the entirety of the Nioh community represents. I will say my channel isn't. My channel is very healthy. We disagree a lot on sometimes on things, but there's always this sense of mutual understanding and building towards something. We all want the same thing when it comes to our games, so it's not toxic at all. At least for me. I can't speak about any other corner. If maybe it is in those areas, I can't say. Hey, Red Ronin. Oh, calculating. Yeah, I remember that from the one of the first combo mats. Yes, Golden Seed. I can do the flag of Brazil. I could. Thanks, Real Ghetto. I appreciate it. Worst mystic art, in my opinion. I'll get to that in a moment. Is this supposed to be Jack from Stranger of Paradise? Yes. it's meant to be Jack. I've retired Virgil. Virgil, like, he looked cool, but from what I actually understand about Virgil, I'm not that attached to him. But Jack Garland, yes. 100% my guy. Yes, Jack, it's Jack. Jack is the man. He's my guy. Jack Hayabusa. It can be anything. This is Jack. Chaos. I'm gonna legit go on Nioh 3 as fucking Jack. It's gonna be Jack. Alright, worst mystic art in my opinion. It's not stability, it's fluidity. I don't need it. I think it's entirely useless for me to have. I can spear flourish from any stance anyway. I'm all good. Yeah, but Jack in both styles? Yes, dude. You serious? Of course I'm gonna go with Jack in both styles. Samurai style and ninja style. Bro, those are jobs in Stranger of Paradise. Of course. Samurai style and ninja style. The ninja and samurai were both jobs. Style switching, yes. It is literally a Stranger of Paradise mechanic. I'm gonna be like, time for a change. This is the one. Can I do a female Jack? There's no female Jack. There's just Jack. I could go with Sophia. I could go with Neon. But no, I'm just playing as Jack. So anyway, back to the question about worst mystic art. This one, fluidity. There's no need for this. I don't even. It's so useless to me. I didn't even buy it. I got every other one except fluidity. There is only chaos. Exactly. When are you going to see me do some DMC combo? I'm not going to play DMC anytime soon. I have like no interest to go to that. No. Let's do this one. I'm not like DMC's cool, but it's not my jam. So you are just a fake Virgil, correct? I'm a fake Virgil. That's why I'm not running Virgil anymore. I'm going, ooh, kitties. Let's go with the cats. I'm going with chaos. Oh, I need my kitty. With proper tech, yeah, you can. It's a tech thing. I can tech the Spear Flourish when I desire. I'm looking for Kitty. I got 3 cats, bitch. All right. Close enough. Spicy. Okay, so the question was that something obvious that I was supposed to figure out on my own? No. It's not obvious at all. The whole spear thing. I'll showcase it in the dojo. But, it's a tech. It's a tech that players like myself use. I didn't discover it by any means, but it's very handy. Are those cubes? Yeah, this is the one. Ultimate dexterity, heart, and skill. Okay. Cool, I guess. So let me showcase this in the dojo before I get going. Just, like, you can't use Spear Flourish technically in mid and low stance without fluidity, but I'm going to show you why you do not need it. So... oh, I should make this a video. I'll make this a video, okay? Okay. So here's why you do not need to ever buy the Mystic Art that Spear has called Fluidity. I don't buy it at all. So it's saying, allows you to use Spear Flourish from any stance. But here's one tech, if you know, you just won't need it. And that is pre-shifting. If you can pre-shift, you can Spear Flourish technically after any attack. Technically. So for example, if I do Piercing Rain, and my default behavior will be Spear Flourish if I keep pulse in high stance. But as long as I am just keep pulsing in high stance, I can start off from low stance or mid stance and still perform Spear Flourish. So I have low stance Tornado. Switch to high stance during the animation, and then voila! I will do Spear Flourish at the very end. Now, if you didn't know this, you can actually apply the same principle to Rainbow Roost from low stance. So I do Tornado normally, and I can Rainbow Roost in low stance. I can do the same thing in high stance too. Voila! And it also works for mid stance. And also, let's say you don't want to do Spear Flourish or Rainbow Roost at all in respective stance. Then just switch to mid stance, for example. So I can do Piercing Rain, and then just switch to mid stance or low stance. I don't have to do the respective things. You'll be fine. So that's all you gotta do. In a nutshell, get good at pre-shifting, and you can Rainbow Roost and Spear Flourish from any stance when you want to. Kind of feels a little cheap, but it makes it so worthwhile. And you never need this. And you can do the Spear Flourish tech. You can do the Spear Flourish tech pretty much in the beginning of the game. As soon as you get Spear Flourish, you've unlocked it. You don't need this shit. Same thing with Rainbow Roost. Right away. So, I hope that helps. Here's a conundrum though. How can I chain back-to-back high stance running attacks without triggering Spear Flourish? Pain, in your case, just get good. Well, Pain, you know, if you want to be even sillier, guess what? You just get the skill expansion mod. I don't know why you're like, oh, I want to do that attack, but okay. You always ask the most obscure shit. Maybe he's trying to use it like how you can circle enemies spamming low dash on sword. No, I don't think Pain is that intelligent. I think he's just asking he's asking me the obscure questions he always does. Yeah, like that. You see, just pay attention to Disillusion 2910. Every question he will ask will be the most fucking just the most obscure shit ever. And it's just him. Look at this. More on the aspect of buffered running states for the high stance running attack, because that attack's keypulse window is so tiny to play with for pre-shifting. This is a common thing that he has done for fucking years. he's the he's the only person I will disrespect this much. Now, let me put it this way. If other people were to ask, I would answer that. And I would answer that fully, because you guys deserve it, but not him. Okay. Look, this is the guy who talks about Kusarigama Axe Mad Spinner tech from Nioh 1 to this day. Alright? He will talk about it to this day. Complain about it to this day. And then, this is the shit. He will try to ask the most obscure questions just to fuck with me. So I'm 100% gonna fuck with him. Ugh. It's all in good fun though. Okay, I finished the DLCs yesterday. Really fun boss fights at the end. I didn't understand why some people said bosses have bad design. Truth be told, I don't know why. I don't know why people think that. And if people want to express and detail why, then we can have a conversation about it. But sometimes people just like to say, hey, stuff is bad. I'm like, okay, well, why is it bad? I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to understand why you think it's bad. And then just like no reasoning given. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I might want to agree with you, but then it's like you give no reasoning. What the fuck? Just give me reasoning. Like, it's not hard. And it's like, no, it's just bad boss design. I'm like, what are you talking about? But hey, I had a question earlier. Is Helishag works like tralalelo, tralala? What is that? I don't even know. Owl is bad, no other answers required. See, even saying Owl is bad, like, I can have my own reasons why I dislike Owl. But if someone's going to say, hey, I think this is bad, then the thing I want to understand is why. Just tell me why. I think for me, for the DLC bosses, let's see, you got Benkei. I like Benkei. I like Yoshitsune. I think they're great overall. The Tairag boss, just because he's another standard human, not that interesting to me. No, Golden Seed, I don't know what that is. I've heard it, but I've briefly heard it, but I don't really understand it. I don't know what it is. Let's see, DLC 2. DLC 2, Raiko, very cool moveset. Didn't actually enjoy fighting her that much. It just felt either I destroyed her or she destroyed me. That was it. Alright, take care, Wizard. Thanks for dropping by. I'm about to dip out pretty soon. Ashiyodoman, I love his moveset, but like half the time it's just he just dodges and blocks when I'm aggressive, so it just becomes very tedious. So it's a boss fight, like a mage boss fight. I'm like, hell yeah, but it just didn't feel fun in practice. It's kind of the same thing with Saito Toshimitsu as well. I really like Crack Doji. Absolute amazing boss for me. Very tough, very challenging, but also very rewarding to beat. If I get my ass kicked, it's pretty much like because I like deserved it on some level. So very, very high challenge for me, but equally as fun. Like great. Might actually be my favorite Nioh 2 boss. Yokai boss at least. Lightning Gods of Yomi, while she is very irritating, the boss is very irritating, I still think it's a cool boss. No, Golden Seed, I don't know what that is. So, yeah, like, Yomi, very irritating with all the lightning spam, but I don't think she's a bad boss by any means. Just a frustrating one, but appropriate. So I'm like, yeah, like, that's cool. Yeah, I like Yomi, but the lightning status itself sucks. That's like the only downside. It's just like when I get lightning on me and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so slow. But I know the fight is built around that too. It's a boss fight I may not like super enjoy, but it's a boss fight I can appreciate. So I think stuff like that was cool. DLC 3 bosses, Tate Ebushi. I think she was cool. Nightmare Bringer was a little easier than I expected in some ways, but very cool. Certainly wouldn't say it's bad. Ancient Neo Tengu, crazy boss, a little irritating to fight, but I don't think she's bad. Kukai, interesting. I think the nerf hammer on him went a little too hard. But like, I don't really think anyone in the DLC is really bad. I don't like. They're all unique. Some are less fun than others. I think my most frustrating enemies are the ones that block a lot and basically like punish me from playing the game. Or Owl, in which I feel like I can't really interact. But like, that's about it. No, we're not talking about Gamu Uchisato, okay? You know, Golden Seed, you like that boss as much as you want. Oh yeah, DLC Otakimaru was intense, yeah. Very, very difficult enemy. What's your concern of the Nioh 3 alpha bosses compared to the Nioh DLC bosses? So far I don't really have any concerns over Nioh 3 bosses that are major. I also have to keep in mind that the Nioh 3 alpha demo bosses are like they're Dream of the Samurai. Like I need to compare them to Dream of the Samurai versions of the bosses in Nioh 2. And like they're a good upgrade. They're an upgrade and challenge. So I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Great. Cool with me. How good or bad do you think a Suzuka fight would have been? I think it'd be okay. I don't really know what to expect. She doesn't do yokai shift. She probably just used Sohoya and that's it. Sohoya Maru. I don't know. Do I think we will see a beta? I think so. By November. Alright, so let me prep this for tomorrow. Tomorrow I will use Switchglaive. Or next time I stream Switchglaive. And then if there's another weapon you guys want to see paired with Switchglaive, you guys let me know. Do I think Nioh 3 will be popular? Yeah, about as popular as Nioh 1 and Nioh 2. Papa, so you can see how I use them? Sure. If there was a boss I'd like to get ported and upgraded in Nioh 3, which one would you pick? I think I would just want to see like Shuten Doji or Nine-Tailed Fox or something. Yukiona? Take a look at Disillusion 2910's response. Now you can understand why I paid zero fucking attention to this shit. Damn it. Neat. Ogres would be cool. Hope that gives you some idea. You haven't seen me use split staff in a while? Sure. Hino Enma? Why Hino Enma? I don't understand. Just for that? Like, I've always been confused by the whole, like, people want Hino Enma back. I'm like, what's so special about her again? Alright, cool, close enough. Alright, so I'll do Switchglaive, Switchglaive, Split Staff tomorrow. Should be fun. Choose a better boss, better second boss than an Enra. There, that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoyed. Alright, time for me to dip out, guys. So, I guess thanks everyone for watching and for being here, and I will see everybody next time. Take care and goodbye.